Man, I had no idea so many people followed professional women's swimming. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Rico, the acronym, and it is time for Rico's Rants. I took a little break, but I'm back. And yeah, we got to talk about transphobia, and we got to talk about it right now because it has just been really popping up lately. This swimmer, trans woman swimmer, apparently won a race. I don't know if it was a really important race. I'm gonna be real with you. I haven't actually looked up the story because I don't have to. Because as soon as, you know, any kind of group that's been shit on starts to do anything, people start making up reasons why they shouldn't, why they can't, why they shouldn't be allowed to. And it's the same shit every time. Every conversation I had devolved into misogyny at the highest levels. One of the conversations I had, dude just straight up admitted to me, he was like, look, I think that men are better than women in all things athletic on the professional level. And I said to him, how would you know that? They're not allowed to compete against each other. So, like, how do we know if, like, women's rugby has tougher or more athletic people than men's rugby? Or how do we know if women's soccer has more athletic people than men's soccer? Or any other sport. Any other sport. And so the excuse is, you know, the excuse from what I understand is that if it's a trans woman winning something, it's because of the testosterone that they had to take or whatever the hell pills they got to take. I don't know, because half the people don't even know. I don't know the steps to becoming a trans woman or anything like that. So I don't know how all these other people who, by the way, don't really agree with people being trans, all of a sudden know all this shit about how people become trans. And then on the flip side, if it's a trans man winning at something, it's because of the fake testosterone they gave him. Either way, people are coming with so much bullshit, and most of these people that are speaking are not even athletes. Definitely not athletes on the professional level. Never could have been. I guess it's kind of like when you watch sports and like people just be like, oh, if I had been the coach, I'd have did this and I'd have did this. I guess that's how they're feeling about it. Not to mention women's rights is being thrown up as a reason to not allow trans women to compete with women and all this other stuff. And in all honesty, you know, like I said earlier, we cannot tell who has to be tougher or not, or who is more athletic or not. So why would you not let a trans woman compete, you know, athletically with women? Why would you not let a trans man compete with men? Why the hell not? And the whole women's rights argument is just dumb. It's just dumb. And also, by the way, these are men that never bring up women's rights until it's time to talk about some trans shit. And then they want to talk about women's rights and, you know, women deserve it, and I got a daughter to play sports, and yada, yada, yada. They come up with this shit out of nowhere. They never, ever, 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 ever talk about women's sports until a trans woman succeeds in it. And then it's this bullshit comes out of nowhere. All these feelings, all these emotions come out of nowhere, and they're all made the fuck up. And I think it's because a lot of these dudes really wish they would have made it to league or become professional, you know, athletes themselves. But whatever happened, and they didn't become that. So I think it's just a lot of just, you know, release, honestly. But regardless of whoever this trans woman was and whatever she succeeded in, swimming or whatever, what I'm trying to get across to people is that the conversations we have about trans people in athletics, trans people in the bathrooms, trans people, anything that we all do freely, the powers that be use this shit to make laws and legislation against these people. Do you understand this shit? This is the exact same shit they've done to everyone they don't like, anyone they want to put to the side, anyone they don't like. I'm talking about black people, Asian people, you know what I'm saying? Gay people. Now it's trans people. This has been done before. This is the same song. And we've fallen for the same shit because everybody wants to be important. You know what I'm saying? A lot of what I'm saying is from the black man community. And black men, we got to recognize our position in the community as the white men of the black community. That's just what we are. Okay? It's sad, but it's true. But you know what? At the end of the day, if you're transphobic, you're transphobic. You know, it is what it is. It's not a debate. It's not an opinion thing. You know, people are going through some, you know, long years of hormones and surgeries and shit to become what they feel on the inside is correct. And we've got to respect that if we're going to respect it, and we got to respect it fully. If you're not going to respect it, sit the fuck over there, but understand as soon as you're the person, the powers that don't be, the powers that be want to aim at, there's going to be people that make up excuses to put you down too. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, think with a little bit of empathy. I'm not saying gay is the new black and none of that dumb shit, or trans is the new black and none of that idiot ass shit, because I've definitely seen that shit too, and that is ugh. But I will say empathy goes a long way, and we got to share that shit. You understand? We got to share that empathy with everybody, because you know what? There's nothing wrong with trans women competing with women. There's nothing wrong with trans men competing with men. And there doesn't need to be a whole separate fucking category for trans people to compete. That's not fucking fair. At one point they did that shit in athletics. You know what they called it? They called it the Negro Leagues. Okay? They had all types of excuses as to why it was unfair that white people played with black people, because black people were this and that and we got an extra bone in our leg and all types of other bullshit. Like, yeah, it's stupid. All right? So, you know, that's just where I'm at with the shit. Y'all already know what it is though, man. Like, subscribe. Y'all let me know what y'all feel about the whole trans debate and all that bullshit. Y'all let me know if you feel that trans women should be able to compete with women in athletics. And also tell me if you feel who's better at athletics at the professional level, men, women, or is it equal? Y'all let me know. I'm up out of here. Peace.